Hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Cohn with Peak Performance Sports. Today I'm joined with Dr. Megan, our latest addition to Peak Performance Sports. She's doing our mental coaching with us. Today we're going to talk about more about perfectionism in volleyball and give you some tips on how to manage the perfectionism. For today, we're going to talk about athletes who are highly self-critical of their performance. You're watching Sessions with Doc, but now it's Sessions with Docs. So, Dr. Megan, thanks for joining me again today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
We know one of the qualities of perfectionists is they're super critical of their performance. Every play, every touch, they're kind of analyzing, critiquing. Can you talk about how that works for volleyball players? And what's the challenge with that when they're playing, trying to play a game?
Yeah, so volleyball players who are perfectionists can be extremely self-critical of themselves. They have a bad pass, shank a ball, maybe, have a missed serve, something like that. They're immediately judging themselves in a negative way, just an extremely harsh manner. So they're not really able to let go of that mistake or that judgment about themselves to continue on and play the next point.
Yeah, and I find that creates what's called a split focus. If you have athletes that are highly critical or judgmental of their game, like perfectionists, they have a split focus between, oh, how was that last pass or how was that last hit? And they're trying to play the next touch as well or the next point. And so having that split focus is never going to help athletes play athletically and play intuitively. Okay, so that brings us to the question about how do we help those players that are highly self-critical and judgmental every touch and every play? How do we get them to just go out there and play ball and not be so obsessed with doing it perfectly?
I think they got to start just trusting their skills, the skills that they have in practice, trust what they have that day for volleyball as well.
Yeah, and I also tell my players that I work with that you have to let go and stop judging. Remember, the judgments are based upon their expectations about what is a good pass and what is a good hit and what is a good serve, what's a good serve receive. So they tend to know what a good one feels like, what a good one looks like. And so you have to get your players, or you have to stop thinking about how it feels and how it looks every single play and get to next. Next point, next touch, next play. It's never about the past. We call that water under the bridge. So how do you get them from that judgmental mindset of the past to focus on the next? What do you tell them when they're starting the point? What can you get them there in that moment and not judging what just happened?
Yeah, well, first they need to let go of the last play. That's what I always say to anyone, who makes an error, or even if they have a good play, like let go of the last play, because then you're able to focus on the next play or the next touch that you have.
So good, maybe cue yourself, hey, that's over. Next play is the most important play. I can't be thinking about that last play or judging what I just did.
Absolutely.
Great tips. Thanks, Dr. Megan, for joining me again. If you want more information about mental coaching or mental training, Dr. Megan happens to be a volleyball expert and has coached volleyball players. She played volleyball, and today she's working on the mental game with volleyball players. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
If you want to be notified when we upload more mental training videos just like this one, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click on my picture in the upper right-hand corner of this video. We've teed up 2 more mental training videos for you to check out today. Please visit our website if you want to learn more about mental training.